Well, we're back, and we're with popular Chihuahuas player Cody Decker, who's playing in the Mexican Pacific League. By the way, that's now your official title, popular Chihuahuas player. How does that sound?
Yeah, accurate. Like it.
So you're playing for Culiacan, the Tomateros. How's the off-season going?
Well, good. It's really nice. I'm down here in Mexico. I don't understand what anybody's saying. I have to point at a menu. And Mr. Chapman, when he told me that, hey, Cody, you should really pay attention in 10th grade Spanish. You're going to need it someday. And I laughed and then didn't take his class seriously. And then he gave me a C because I had something on him. That son of a bitch was right. I really should have paid attention. I'm paying for it now because everyone looks at me like I'm stupid. And I am, because I came down to play in Mexico without learning Spanish. Smart move.
What did you have on Mr. Chapman?
Say it again.
What did you have on Mr. Chapman, the teacher?
Don't worry about it.
So, when you're playing in the Mexican Pacific League and scrolling through the rosters, there's some familiar faces, some Padres teammates that you've had, some players you've played against coming up. Is that unique to see some other American players there, perhaps going through the same thing as you?
Yeah, well, we've kind of banded together and we started a clique. We're like the outsiders from the classic novel. You know, we banded together. We're like the greasers, and everyone else is the socias. And it will be an epic battle by the end of the movie where Ponyboy gets told a story. I don't know.
Well, we open it up to some Twitter questions here from Chihuahuas fans. Ray Gonzalez says, do you have any videos planned?
Yes.
Any preview for Ray?
No.
Okay, so stay tuned.
I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious I got videos planned. I already started making my my winter ball video. It's going to take some time because I need to get a lot of footage, but it should be good. I'm going to do something for the winter ball. And then I have another film that's in the works that I believe I have asked you to be a part of.
That's right.
I'm in. That one's taking its sweet time. I also have a couple of off-season videos that I have in my mind that I think I want to do. It's just a matter of, I'm going to have to be in the States for that one. And, I got some stuff. It's always going. Oh, and I don't know if you saw it, ESPN kind of stole our movie.
What movie's that?
Did you see it? Brad.
Oh, Brad Osmus movie from 2013?
Made a commercial out of it. I'm not too thrilled about it, so I've already complained a little bit.
I gotta say, I haven't seen this, but to clue in the listeners, Cody in 2013 made a film about Brad Osmus, who's now the Tigers manager. Then he was a Padres employee, and you can catch it on YouTube. Cody Decker, Brad, you'll find it there. So what did ESPN do?
Well, it was, I saw a commercial that shockingly reminded me of Brad.
Huh. Citing copyright infringement?
Cardboard cut out of Aaron Rodgers is a commercial now.
Okay, we'll have to look for that. Well, Cody, we had a couple of other great questions. Chrissy Parham, an El Paso Chihuahuas fan, says, I think she's referring to your tweets. She's impressed by your ability to use song lyrics. What are you listening to these days music-wise?
I just purchased the new Pink Floyd album, and I'm really excited about that. As I mentioned last night, late night, I made the purchase completely blindly, haven't listened to a single song, because it's the new Pink Floyd album, and I've only been able to say that one time in my lifetime, and I didn't because I was 6 years old. So now I'm pretty excited. I just purchased the new Pink Floyd album. I'll be listening to that probably for the next month. I've been listening a lot to The Head and the Heart. They're a nice little folksy band that I enjoy listening to every once in a while. And the old standards, if I feel like I'm in a rockin' mood, I'll throw on some good old-fashioned Metallica, Motley Crue, AC/DC type stuff, or if I'm in a folksy mood, I'm always in the mood for Bruce Springsteen. Bruce is my guy.
The boss.
The boss. And as you can see, I shaved in a mustache. I did that today. I'm going to try the Movember thing and see how long I can keep up the mustache. I mean, this is only a couple of days, so we'll see where this goes.
All right, another question said that evidently you were disappointed that you didn't get to wear a Halloween costume this year because it came when you were moving to Mexico. What did you have planned as your Halloween costume?
I can't tell you because I have to save it for next year. I can tell you that I spent a lot of money on it. Not a lot of money, but like, I had to go around and really search for certain things. For instance, really skinny jeans, boots, and it was going to be pretty good. Because it's not so much the costume itself; it's the character and how much I'm willing to stay in character, and I would stay in character the entire time. And we'll have to wait till next year. I will tell you this: who I was going to be for Halloween has already been mentioned in this interview.
Brad Osmus, Tigers manager. Well, you already said you're not going to tell me, so I shouldn't even try.
Does he wear tight jeans?
Oh, one of the musicians, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe Brad Osmus. Maybe Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. You have to see you have to wait till next year.
So we have to stay tuned to see your Halloween costume. Why don't you let the fans know some of your more unique Halloween costumes of the past decade? I understand from your Twitter feed there have been quite a few.
Oh yeah, I always take Halloween too seriously. I, in fact, stay in character all night. I never break character. One year I was Rocky Balboa, but not in-ring Rocky Balboa. I was Lone Shark Balboa from the first movie, walking around with a rubber ball, the fingerless gloves, and stayed in character, just constantly walking around. And just like, hey, I just bully! Yeah, all that. I just stayed doing that all day. Irritated the hell out of some people. Then when I was Superman, I actually was Clark Kent. But I took an old suit that no longer fit me and I made Velcro all over it so I can rip it off and be Superman. But I would be Clark Kent, go around interviewing people. Hi, hello, Clark Kent, Daily Planet. Can I ask you a few questions? I would just go up to random people and talk to them until I pretended I heard something and rip off my clothes and run off.
So is this trick-or-treating, or are you going to parties?
I was a senior in high school at that one. That was just around school. I would just go up to random people and be like, and never stop. I wasn't even videotaping this. This is how pathetic it is. My horrific need for attention. Let's see. I was a Matt Stone and Trey Parker character from a movie they made before they got hit big with South Park called Orgasmo. That was a very embarrassing costume. I was Captain Planet. He's a hero.
Yeah.
Going to take pollution down to zero. Then Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn. That was a lot of fun because I got to shave in the haircut. What else was I? I was the world's most interesting man from Dos Equis.
Oh, right.
And which is weird because I don't drink beer. And I did that night. And I regretted that. And let's see. What else? Oh, I was Prince. Prince was a really big one. Prince worked out pretty good. Went to a karaoke bar, sang Prince tunes all night, stayed in character all night. My girlfriend at the time kept asking me to stop. I didn't. Can't imagine why I'm single. What else? What was I last year? Do you remember? It was good.
I can't recall, no.
For the life. Oh, Razor Ramon.
WWF, right.
Razor Ramon. And then another year I was Doctor Who. I built a gigantic police box, built a TARDIS on wheels, and I rolled around and kept busting out of it in character. It was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. What are the fans like in Mexico?
Loud, rowdy, kind of fun. It's a lot like El Paso. Fans are into it. They're loud. I think they're talking trash to the opponent, but again, I don't know. But I think, therefore I am.
Mr. Chapman's laughing now. You should have paid attention.
Oh, God. Mr. Chapman. If he watches this, Mr. Chapman, you were right, and I still hate you.
Well, as we wind down here, Cody, I know you had a great...
That was fast.
Oh, I thought you might have a game tonight, so we blocked out a little bit of time.
I'm the Interstellar in subtitles.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like movies with subtitles?
No.
It's a real challenge.
Luckily it's in English and it's subtitled Spanish, so hopefully that won't distract me on the scope of the film. But
I thought it would be the opposite in Mexico. So they have movie theaters in Mexico that air the movie in English.
Yes, they have some movies that are dubbed and some that are not, and this one, which I'm very excited to see, is not dubbed.
Okay. I've heard good things. McConaughey's in that, right?
Oh, yeah, good old Matthew McConaughey. Good old Matthew McConaughey, which I always immediately think of his scene in Family Guy.
Yeah, when Stewie's giving him a hard time at the restaurant.
Oh, you know, Matthew, I never get the opportunity to say this again, so I just wanted to say, you are just awful. You're one of the worst actors in Hollywood, and I think you need to go away for a while.
And then Matthew essentially just kind of shrugs it off.
Completely agrees with him.
Yeah.
I love it.
Speaking of that, we didn't get any tweets about this, but that's a good accent. The fans in El Paso have heard you do a couple of accents.
That's not really an accent. That's just
an impersonation.
Impression.
Yeah.
Like, I can do Stewie. Stewie's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stewie, yeah, I can, you know, like when he was talking to Colin Fair. Hey, got a wool cap on, I see. It's not 95 degrees outside. Good thing you got the wool cap on. And then he's like, oh, you got a little tan in jeans. Oh, that's on purpose. Society wants your jeans to stay intact, but you're not going to listen, are you? See, that's easy. I can do that.
A lot of Family Guy viewers seem confused to why some characters can hear Stewie and others cannot.
Willing suspension of disbelief, man. It's not the point.
I mean, that show's still rocking. 13, 14 years. You know as much as...
It's like The Simpsons. Only I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time. I have a Homer Simpson impression. It's really easy. It's just Cliff Clavin slowed down. Because I can do Cliff Clavin from Cheers.
What does it sound like?
Huh?
What does it sound like, the impersonation?
Cliff Clavin? Oh, Cliff Clavin.
Oh, Homer, yeah.
Well, Cliff Clavin first, because it's the same impression. Cliff Clavin. All right, guys, I'm going to come over here and we're going to have I'll have this. You know, the alcohol content in this beer is going to be this, is it? That's Cliff Clavin, pretty easy. But if you slow it down, it goes, oh, Marge, beer.
That's solid.
Beer.
Solid.
Same impression.
What about Peter Griffin? Do you do him?
No.
Yeah.
No. A little different. I can't do Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
I can do Jimmy Stewart, but everyone does Jimmy Stewart. It's so easy. You're like, oh, what, Clarence, I don't understand, you say. All you gotta say is the word see after you see everything. It's like, oh, that man, I think I saw him kill his wife, you say.
What's the difference between a British accent and a Scottish accent?
Big difference. Scottish is like, the words are just so differently accented, and Scottish is hard. Like, there are times when I can't even do it. I do it often. Like, if I don't know you, the odds of me seeing you in my actual accent is very low. Like, I'm most likely not talking to you in my actual voice. But Scottish is kind of hard because it's accented in so many different ways. It's hard.
I mean, I was hoping to get an example, but I won't put you on the spot.
I know what you're doing, and I don't like it.
Okay.
But he's just going, Scottish. He's like, I'm Scottish. I'm Scottish. Yeah. Basically it's a slower Irish, only and thicker. You know, it's a tough accent to crack. I'm willing to bet right now is one of the times I'm not going to be able to hit it. I'll try. I mean, think of something Scottish to say.
They like golf there.
It's not coming to me at the moment.
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
That's it's the hardest accent in the world to do for me.
Yet you nailed it one time in an interview that we did.
I know, and for whatever reason right now, I'm not feeling.
Yeah.
I gotta feel it. I gotta get in character, man.
I understand.
I'm Stanislavski trained, man. You gotta let me get into my character. I can't, bust it out for you. I gotta get in the moment. Brando.
I remember last winter when we had a Skype interview, you told me about some auditions you were going on. Are there any acting opportunities in Mexico?
I don't know. It'd be weird if there was. I mean, I want to be in a Mexican soap opera. If there's one thing I want to do, it's that. But it'll be weird. I'll not know what I'm saying, which is fine. I think most soap opera stars don't really know what they're saying. So, faces, really, see. Just make faces like that over and over again. Sonia.
Is it true, though, soap opera actors, they're just grinding it out every day? There's no reruns, right?
No, they just go. I don't know how it's amazing how they keep writing such intricate stories. Someone's coming out of a coma. like they're lovers getting married to Joey. Not Joey, he's a blackmailer. What? And the person coming out of the coma has a new face. Somehow.
Sounds like you have some kind of script written.
Wonderfully written, well thought out.
Yeah.
Character development.
Well, hey, thanks again. I'm sure El Paso enjoyed it. Any goodbye to El Paso, your favorite place?
I hope not goodbye. I'm pretty sure.
No, I mean on the interview. On the interview, you know.
On the interview.
Yeah,
I guess we're done. No, I got nothing really. I miss you, El Paso, so very much. Carlos and Mickey's, I miss your tacos al pastor. Phenomenal.
And you're sincere about that. I know even when you and I were talking off the air, you really loved playing here and will love playing here next year.
Never had more fun playing in a city than I did El Paso. I fell in love with that place, and the fans really kind of embraced me and my stupidity and all the things I did, and kind of liked what I did on the field. And I mean, I've just never had more fun in my life playing baseball in front of people, and I cannot wait to come back. Assuming I do come back, I think I'm coming back. I highly doubt I'll be going anywhere else. Considering I've been with the Padres for 6 years. Let's go for year number 7, baby. Lucky number 7. And what'll be my 4th in AAA?
Wow, 12, 13. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. 4th year in AAA. All my dreams. When I was a child, this is what I dreamed of. But, I gotta say, El Paso is phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about El Paso. I can't wait to come back. I can't wait to play there in front of those fans again. And you know what? I want to win a championship for that city badly. I mean, for how crazy we got in regular season games, can you imagine that place, how loud it would be in the championship?
It would. It'd be incredible.
I mean,
yeah.
We're going to be breaking some decibel levels.
Yeah, it would.
And that's what I want to see. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. I think if Murph's back and you got me lying around in the weeds, just hanging out. Making fun of people, somehow not getting fired.
Is that your goal, not to get fired?
I don't know how I haven't yet. I mean, I really kind of gone a little too far a few times. But, they've always been pretty good to me. Although it's a whole new front office. I don't know anybody anymore.
Well, I remember you told me that a fan asked you one time, are you ever worried about what the Padres think of your videos? But they've never told you to stop, right?
Not once. Not once was I told to stop. In fact, 2 years ago, after I made the Brad movie, I got a text message from one of the bosses. I'm not going to say who. They texted me and said, "This was hilarious. Keep making these."
Wow. Okay. So they're coming back for more.
Well,
Yeah.
Everyone's gone now. I don't know who my bosses are.
Yeah.
They might hate it. They might call me and say, "Don't even dream of making another movie." And then of course I'm not going to listen, and they're going to get really mad at me. But it'll be nice. It'll be fun. It'll be like a rapport we'll build with each other. It'll be delightful. But I'm excited. New, as people say, new front office, new opportunities. You never know what it could mean. It could be great. It could be, who knows. It's my 3rd kind of overhaul of a front office. So.
Yeah, Padres had a lot of changes. 4th general manager since 2009. So.
Yeah. So I was drafted in 2009. I'm on. I mean, it's kind of weird. You break it down. I'm on owner 3 and GM 5. It's kind of unique. Yeah. I just came in at a unique time that there's been kind of so much turnover. And it could be a new opportunity. It could be a lot of fun. If I was a Padre fan, if I was a fan, it would probably be a pretty exciting time to be a Padre fan because something interesting might be taking place. And I don't know what that is. Mm-hmm. It could be anything. I mean, it's always fun to see the unknown.
Definitely. Well, for the fans watching, stay tuned. We'll have some upcoming interviews with players. In fact, Cody's friend Rocky Gale in Australia. We're working on getting Rocky from Australia. So I think for it to work, Rocky or I will have to be up at 2 a.m. But we'll figure that out.
He's Rocky Gale. I mean, he will be awake. And, oh, man, by the way, I actually enjoyed your tweet. In case fans don't know, me and Rocky have this ongoing joke, and we call it informative Tim Haggerty tweets. And it's because Tim Haggerty only tweets out informative nonsense. and it's our favorite thing in the world. Every time he tweets, we just look at each other and we just go, "Oh God, this is painful." And they're informative, but they're informing you of nothing. And that's why they're so great. But you actually had one the other day where you were talking about Rocky Gale's his listed height and weight. And
Yeah.
they had it backwards.
Right.
You're actually wrong. They had it absolutely correct.
What Cody means is that if you...
It has his height at... It had his, weight at 98, and
Yeah,
his height at something?
172 or something.
Yeah, 172 and his height and his weight at 98. You're absolutely wrong. That is his weight. He weighs 98 pounds. If that. Rocky Gale has the physique of a Pez dispenser.